EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Donaldson. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do better? Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Donaldson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Off the play fake, Donaldson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. On the return, Hardy. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again. Donaldson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on third down. Donaldson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. On first down, Donaldson. They'll get this out to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Donaldson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points.
Touchdown! Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rowe. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And he's brought down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Donaldson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll go again with Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd and long. Donaldson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kamara up the middle. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the
touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side, all four quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Flush to his right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Hurts will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking to throw on second down. Donaldson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Back to throw. Donaldson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down. Donaldson on the check down. He finds Kamara. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. On first and 10, Donaldson. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. And the Saints have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. They'll turn to Kamara. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let some...
Hurts fumbles it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start.